Hey everyone, welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audra McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling. And we're excited to talk about there are
Our
a lot
favorite
of, I was going to
things.
say, we have a lot of favorite things, but we tend to do certain things a lot.
Yes.
And obviously one of those things is shopping.
Yes, that is definitely one of our loves. It's a love language for us.
Yes, it's a love language. It's a bonding experience.
It is.
One place that we have really grown to love, and we try to go to as many local stores
Yes.
as we can. And Garden City has been so great about bringing in some local stores,
They
local
have.
restaurants,
Yes.
local franchise owners.
Yep.
For things, and we just absolutely love Aaron Anchor. So we had to go visit there recently
Yes.
because we've gotten to know them quite well over the years, I guess.
Rachel and Omar are just an incredible couple. They're hard workers. It really is a family business.
Yeah.
Their children are there sometimes too,
Yeah.
like helping out. So, and the staff, we were just saying before we came on, is just so friendly and wonderful. So
Yeah.
we, of course, had to go. We like to check in every few
Yes.
months with them because they always are changing and adding new things.
Yes, getting new jewels in, getting new
Yes.
charms, new finishes on their necklaces.
Yes.
So recently we headed down there to see what was new and check it out.
Check it out.
Founder and designer behind Aaron Anchor. Just walking through some of our fun things that we have. We have a ton of chains, all with our patented cuff keeper. Everything here is customizable in our factory. So you come into our store and you're able to mix and match chains, create something beaded, really get creative with adding your charms and telling your story. Some of these are our sterling silver birthstones. They are such a pop of color, and they add just the right amount of color to every set. I love them. Of our chains, we have so many different options. You can see they're from really thin, daintier ones to some heavier ones. And what you can do in our factory is add two together if you wanted to create a custom look, or you can get your specific size. So our team, our makers, will measure you and you'll get the necklace to sit exactly where you want it. So we're located in Garden City. Come visit us anytime.
Audrey in the background, just like chatting away.
So that's what I look like with my arms are moving like this.
But we just love them so much. They've been so generous to us. I wear them every single day, but I have a high
Your
neck
high neck
on
dress
today, so you don't see them. But
Let me
you
see. Let me
have
go to the
yours
side.
on.
So I always have mine on. But my kids always joke that I like literally look crazy with all of them on because I
Yeah.
wear like layers and layers and layers.
So
I love it.
and you don't take yours off though.
I don't take mine off. I mean, when
At all,
when I
or-
work out, I do
Yeah.
because it's just I don't like the banging. But like I do shower in them.
Yeah.
And even like Rachel and Omar were saying, yeah, people do.
Yeah.
But it all depends on your preference. You take yours off.
I always take mine off. I'm just uncomfortable like sleeping and
Yeah.
stuff like that with
can see
all
that.
on. So I take all my jewelry off at night, and then I just put it back on.
put it
the morning.
all back
but
on in the
I
morning.
switch. Like you kind of wear the same ones every day.
I
I'll
do.
switch depending on what I'm wearing or
Yeah,
just-
you do that,
yeah,
actually. You
yeah.
really
So
do.
I don't always wear the same exact ones every day, but we do like a stack.
We always do the stack. And I did just love, I was watching that, I noticed it in the store when we were there and I just realized it. The beaded one that Rachel had on, those really, like, I love that one. Like you
Yeah.
can make your own, you can mix and match. I normally just do like the gold one. I use the gold tones.
Yeah.
But they really have something for everyone.
Well, so what's cool about them is everything, obviously. But one really cool thing is that you can totally customize everything
Yes.
that they have. You kind of have to think of it that way. If you're going to go in and not really just kind of like shop of like what is you have to put together. You
Yes.
pick the chain, you pick the length,
Right.
You pick what charms you want, and they even have a bead bar so you can bead.
Yes.
like the chain. I have a couple that are.
I've been
like,
with Ashley when she's beaded. It's like an hour.
It took me forever. I'm so like I was like, wait, did these go well? And I did. I was
Actually,
very proud of myself.
yours came out
I
beautiful.
was really proud of myself, but I picked all the beads and like the, what would you call it? Like the repetition that
Yeah,
they're
it came out
in,
beautiful. You did a
and
great job.
I took a lot of pride in that, but it's really fun to do too if
Yes.
you're looking for kind of like an interactive
Yeah.
experience to do with somebody like a girlfriend or
Absolutely.
a mom or a sister or something like that
Yeah.
because they have that full bar.
Yeah, they do
that
a
you
great
can
job.
sit at
See
there.
everything, and you just they make it very relaxing.
Yeah.
They do. Like you don't want to leave.
Yeah,
I didn't want to leave that day. My son had his prom. We had to leave, but I would have stayed all day.
We were sticking around. We were like hanging out. But they also were talking about how, they're constantly doing new things.
Yes.
So they have some new finishes
Yep.
that they're just unrolling.
I actually have one of the new finishes on today. That we both
Yep.
obviously have.
And
so pretty. Like this is one of their new finishes, which you can, like you said, shower in and sleep in.
Yeah.
And like not, this is just for me so easy.
Yeah.
And
they look good all the time. And we get stopped all the time when we wear them.
People genuinely know the brand. They've done a great job
Yeah.
at brand awareness. And you're right. We've been stopped because are those Aaron Anchor?
Yeah.
And everybody knows they identify very easily.
Yeah. And their flagship store is in Cranston and Garden City, like we talked about. But they also have stores in Boston now. They're opening one in Florida.
Yes.
They're going to be doing a pop-up at the Folk Festival, they said.
So smart.
And they got an Airstream
Yes.
to do
Brilliant.
different events and things like that. So, I mean, they are just, I'm so happy for them.
They're like catapulting left and right.
They're just like good, like Rhode Island family people.
Yes.
So we
And
just
you're happy for them.
love
So good.
them. Yeah. But speaking of Garden City, that same day,
I know.
I stuck around
You
to
went
get
right over.
my nails done at MiniLuxe. And you have to stick around because coming up next, we're actually learning more about MiniLuxe right after this break.
That's right.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. If you are somebody who likes getting their nails done, you very likely have heard of MiniLuxe, and we are so excited to learn even more about the brand and the franchise with a franchise owner, actually one of the first for MiniLuxe. Quynh Pham joins us. Good morning. Thank you so much for
excited to
being
have you here.
Thank you so much for having me today. It's my honor to be here, to be around beautiful lady. I feel so empowered.
I love it.
And so I'm Quynh Pham. Thank you for the introduction. So I am a proud Vietnamese American, that I am a business owner, an investor, and a community builder. And I came to this country when I was 19 years old.
Yeah,
When you were 19?
19.
Your story is so inspiring. Share it with us.
Yep, so I came here as an international student.
Okay.
No family here. I was the only one.
Are you serious?
Yes, so I came to Boston on a snow winter day when it was like, I think 30 degrees. And I go to a house in East Boston that was referred by Suffolk University.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea what it is. So I'm a brand new freshman, 19 years old girl
Yep.
who came to this country with 2 suitcases.
Oh my gosh.
No relationship, no connections, nothing with me back in the day. But back in the day, my mindset was that I want to create, I want to build, I want to create something value for this country when I come in, when I feel very little, like
Oh
at
my
19 years
gosh.
old. And yeah, so that's where I came from. So
How did you
amazing.
how did you end up going from that and not, you don't really know anything, you're just coming into this new place and you've gone on a journey. You are now an entrepreneur that people admire.
Yeah.
How did you find the courage and, to do all of that?
So first of all, education is
Okay.
what made me want to come to this country.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, I told my mom that you don't need to give me anything. You just need to give me education.
Wow.
Education is what I need because I know it's going to change my mindset. It's going to help me to build myself to be a strong personality and a solid leader, and I can empower other people. So I came to this country. I graduated with a double bachelor degree in finance and accounting.
Okay.
Minor in marketing. I did it in 3 years and a half.
Oh my gosh.
I studied 7
It's
classes.
unbelievable.
Did you
Yeah.
know English?
I did know English because I studied international school back
Okay.
home when I
Okay.
was young.
Yeah.
But it's not like great English.
Yeah.
Like I'm learning every day to improve my English because I'm not born here.
But
right?
and that's amazing, and you
Unbelievable.
still did that in 3.5 years.
Yeah, so I remember my teacher brought me to the office and made me sign a letter that I have to commit it and they don't force me to do this. And I'm willing to do that because if I fail, then it's the school responsibility. I said, yeah, I can do 7 classes, no problem.
Right. Oh my
Because I
goodness.
want to graduate fast
Wow.
to go out to the
Oh my
workforce. And I did it. And then
Wow.
I graduate my master in finance as a summa cum laude honor.
Unbelievable, Quynh.
In 9 months.
That is incredible.
Tell me this, Quynh, because I have children that are like 19. I have a 19-year-old. Where does that passion come from? Because not every teenager has that.
I would
they
say
just
most do
don't.
not.
I mean, to have that grit and that passion to come here.
I think
excel.
It all starts with the love. I always love beauty. I always love fashions. When I was young, I love watching American show. A lot of it have been like something I dreamed to do. So I will tell my mom that I want to go to America for my educations. I just need education. Because
Right, you just knew.
I just knew that with that, I was able to assess a lot of things that I haven't seen in life. And it just gives me so much strong. And when I come in here, learning about the cultures, my first American friend, I tell her, can you let me know your favorite food and how you cook that?
Yeah,
I want to
you
learn.
didn't know.
You just
Everything
wanted
to
to know you were a
I wanna-
sponge.
Yes, you want to soak it all in.
And I love it. I mean, I attend most of the school event.
Yeah.
How can I help besides class? When you hear that I'm taking 7 classes, you think I'm just a nut study person. I'm not.
Wow.
I'm not. I attend all events and
Yeah.
teachers. I mean, I am a fun student. I'm not a book student. I only study 24 hours before the exam.
Yeah.
Of course, I
So
study.
you're just really smart.
Yeah.
I study. I study
smart.
throughout the course, Mom, of course. But then I only study when it's time.
Wow.
Because I know that when my brain set for it.
That's when you
Yeah.
know.
And I would sleep in the library. I would do everything for it.
Wow.
Wow.
amazing.
Let's switch gears into MiniLuxe.
Yes. So how did
Because-
you end up
So
owning a franchise?
Because let's take a moment for like Quinn's nails too.
I mean, these are absolutely incredible.
They look amazing. It was the first thing we spotted when we were chit-chatting with you earlier before the show. They look great.
And we'll dive into
we will dive
a lot
into-
more about what MiniLuxe really does. But how did you end up there? Because it was the first franchise owner. Is that correct?
Yes.
In like the U.S.
Yep, in the
That's
US.
amazing.
Wow.
Yes, I'm very honored, and I want to say MiniLuxe is my latest chapter, and it is the most personal investment venture for myself.
for yourself.
So over the decade, my husband and I have built multiple businesses together.
Yep.
We start small, first in residential real estate and then retail.
Okay.
So we in 2021, me and my husband enter in the high volume retail beverages. We acquiring and revamping Cambridge Wine and Spirit. Opened since 1978.
Yeah.
And Johnson Liquor Mart opened since 1984.
Wow.
So the moment they have legacy in them. They
Yeah.
have like over almost 50 years of the previous ownership, but they need transformation. So we executed and restructure the streamline operations, rebrand the experience, rebuild the customer journey, and expanding our inventory.
Okay.
And we're able to take off from there. And recently, in 2024, we acquired the shop at Randolph, which is a 65,000 square feet open shopping plaza. Where we are collab between the culture, the community, and the commerce all intersect together. Where I want to build a community for the underserved area that we can bring vibrance and fun thing there. So when I'm doing that, I have a chance to meet Tony T. Jan and John Hamel.
Yeah.
They are the founder of MiniLuxe.
Yep.
And I was very interesting as a Vietnamese American. I always want to do nails. But I have never met anyone that inspire me enough or have the same mindset of what I would like to do.
Right.
They just so much different.
Yeah.
I got blown out with the story of the two Harvard student in the dorm saying that they would like to do a scalable nail salon.
Yeah.
And that's where I started, and I was so inspiring about the way MiniLuxe have rooting for the ethical nails, and I'm 100% aligned with the mission.
Yeah.
So be able to be the first franchise is my honor, and I'm also an investor in the company private placement.
Yeah.
So if you may know that Vietnamese woman is about 50% of the nail industry workforce. In some place like California, the amount could go up to 80%.
Wow.
And for me, building a structured
Yeah.
nail salon with values like MiniLuxe is something I want to make for my communities. Leaderships, franchising,
Yeah.
ownership is what I feel my Vietnamese women have been left out for a long time. And I'm very small, but I think with my small effort, I can help to make that changes for the women's
Unbelievable.
Like you were saying, you really help empower and lift the women up around you and for your culture, which I think is just incredible because it all ties together, everything you did, where you came from, what you went through, and now you're doing it for others too, which is just absolutely incredible. I love that you've incorporated that into what you do now. It must be so meaningful.
Yep. So I am also a proud talent advisor from MiniLuxe, where I help to build a recruitment system, develop nail designer, and improving the hiring pipeline for the company national-wide in other states as well. And from our work, we have opened the door to hundreds of designers and for the underserved community as well.
It's unbelievable. And I was reading about you. So this is what I loved. This is what really attracted me, because I love when women are supporting other women and building something for other women. But so this said, so business to me is a tool to empower people, which I love. But one of the first Vietnamese hires I made at MiniLuxe shared 3 things with me that moved me. Do you mind if I read these?
Yes, of course.
So the first one was, I feel empowered for the first time. The second one was, my child is proud to say my mom works at MiniLuxe.
Yep.
And then the third one was, for the first time in years, I sleep well. Those are pretty powerful statements. I know. I literally
repeat it, but I still feel it.
I sleep well. That's a heavy statement to make.
Yes.
An incredible statement. What does that make you feel like?
I cry. The moment the lady called me, so usually I don't take call that late, but that very late night, this lady is my very first hire at MiniLuxe. She called me and like, Quynh, I know it's late, but I just have 3 things that I want to tell you. You have a minute? So sure. And I was like, just finished my day, send my Gloria, 2 years old, to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, we can talk. It sounds like a moment for ladies. And she's like, there are 3 things I would like to tell you. She made it very clear. First is that I've been immigrated to this country over 15 years. I'm a well-educated lady in Vietnam. I work for offices, but when I came in here, because of language barrier, I can't find job.
Wow.
So I always work in nail salon, and this is the first time for years that I feel empowered. And the next thing I want to tell you is that I have a son. He told me that he never tell anybody that I am a nail designer. But yesterday, I overheard his conversation with his friend that he said, my mom worked at MiniLuxe. It just, it just means so much to me. Because now he proud what I'm doing. And last, but the very most important for women at my age is that for the first time since I immigrated to this country, I can sleep so well.
Oh my God, I'm crying
It's
over here.
amazing.
And the moment she finished that, I cry. And she's like, Quynh, can you still hear me? And I'm like, I am. It was like she is about my mom age.
Yeah. So she's already been through so much.
She's been through so much. She's
That is
a
amazing.
very well-educated lady from the north, Hanoi of Vietnam. And she just make, and that was the very first time when I first joined MiniLuxe. And I haven't even opened franchise yet. Back in the day. It was in September.
Wow.
And her story moved me. And I told my husband, at some point of the career, my financial may be solid, but it's never make me feel this great. The call with the lady.
That's what it was.
That's what it was for you.
It's moved me, and it's make me like the day that you put together this, you make changes for that, you effort for this. This is the result on a mom. and she is similar to my mom. So it's really moved me
Yeah.
when I feel that, her kids must be so happy
Yes.
that she now find a career in a country after 15 years immigrated here.
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
What you're doing is incredible.
It is incredible. And I want to talk more about your story forever, but we have to talk about MiniLuxe.
I know.
For people,
Yes,
who go in, I mean, there's so much you offer. Clean nail care, of course, that is fantastic, beautiful, lasts. But you also now are doing custom nails so much.
Yep. So if you look at my nails now,
I love the nails.
They're fabulous.
I love fashion.
She looks amazing.
I know.
Toe, too.
I was
Let me
like,
just
you
say
look
that.
too good to even be here right now. I hope you have fabulous
In a
plans
moment.
for the rest of the day.
Folk, don't listen to them. They're gorgeous, and I'm just a newbie here. So this is so if you look at my nail,
beautiful.
so this is like a 3-hour work of our talents in Brookline, and it is they measure my size. I don't have time to sit for that long.
Right.
So what we are doing is that we measure the size, and they are designed prior
Right.
to my appointment, and then it's now become my nail collection, which like
cool.
earring,
Right.
So
jewelry
brilliant.
collection, and it is very convenient if for the event, for wedding, for things like this that I can immediately put on. So I think nail nowadays is very important.
Yeah.
Is a way to express your passion, the fashion or the season, the weather, your moods.
Yeah.
So it's very important to show that we are self-care.
Yes.
And as women, our challenge is to balance between motherhood, family, husband, work, and our body. I think this is a great solution, and MiniLuxe always make a standard. I have been a customer for years before becoming franchise. So I will love the idea of ethic nails, standard, clean product, and especially after COVID. I think
so
our
important.
standard have set since 16 years ago when we first opened, but this is like nowadays
There's no other.
people like really get what
Yes.
it means, and I do feel that my customer, they are really enjoy the experience.
Yes, absolutely.
So this is will be coming out this summer. So more information
So smart.
that you're gonna find on MiniLuxe and Penbox. So
Yeah.
please check out Instagram for more updates for
Could
this
talk to
summer.
Quynh for
I
an
know.
hour.
Quynh, thank you so much
Literally.
for sharing your story with us today. And we love MiniLuxe. We love our MiniLuxe trips and our visits. So we're excited to come visit you at yours too. But thank you so much for taking the time
Thank you
today. It
so
was
much,
so
ladies.
great
Loved
to
meeting
meet
you.
I
Oh my
appreciate
goodness.
it.
And stick around. We have more coming up right after this
right.
break. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. Now, the weather has been kind of...
Say it. What are you gonna say?
I mean,
Iffy?
dismal. Yeah, like it'll be nice for like one afternoon or something. So it's been a little bit of a downer, but there are some signs of summer
Yes.
coming up that we want to remind
Thank
people
goodness.
of. And every week on the Roadshow, I do my segment, I and
Yes,
I. So
yes.
I'm always kind of looking ahead of what the events are that are coming up and
Yeah.
what's going on. I actually talked to two of our friends, two radio stations here, and I tell them every week what's coming up.
I don't know how
So
you
talk
find
to-
all these things, Ashley. She
There's-
knows all these things that are
well,
coming.
there's a lot going on in our state, but I get to talk to now 93.3,
Yes.
and I get to talk to Kristen and Steve on B101, and Doug and Jen on now 93.3. So every week I'm kind of like looking at what's going on. So
Yes,
this
you're my
weekend
buzzmaker.
is one of the biggest signs of summer.
Say it.
The first water fire of the season
Very excited about this one.
is this weekend. So there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Literally, pun intended.
Yes, and there's also Atlantis Rising this weekend.
Yes, I'm
which
excited
is a
for
really
that.
Cool sand sculpture competition.
Yes.
I went to that last year. It was super cool. I'm going to be doing that again this Saturday morning.
I'm excited to see that.
for my segment. So if you're watching WPRI 12 news,
Make sure you check it out.
at 9 a.m. I will be there. So signs of summer are on the horizon.
We have glimpses, and I do love seeing so many eateries right now with their outdoor seating.
Yeah.
So that's also like the small hope.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner.
Summer is here.
So
Summer's
it's
here.
almost here.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Spotlight New England, and we will see you next time.